This is Currency C-Drama. Today we will review Chinese drama Ready for Love. Part 4. Tang Jingxing entered the bathroom and closed the door while Meng Chuxia urgently pounded on the door wanting to take him to the hospital. She then returned to the room and quickly sent a message to Tang Jingxing about Tang Jingxing's condition. Tang Jingxing saw the message with a triumphant expression. The next day Tang Jingxing sat in the office waiting but didn't see Meng Chuxia. Instead, Tang Jingxing walked in carrying conch. She inquired about Tang Jingxing's poor complexion and offered him her conch, but he refused. At that moment Meng Chuxia also brought in the conch she had made herself. Seeing the two of them competing with their conch offerings, Meng Chuxia prepared to leave. However, Tang Jingxing suddenly stood up and stopped her. Just then Tang Jingxing accidentally spilled soup on Tang Jingxing, and she tried to wipe it off for him but was declined. Tang Jingxing spoke up for Meng Chuxia, and then the two of them left the office. Tang Jingxing got that Tang Jingxing was there for her, but he told her he was going to have lunch with Meng Chuxia. She didn't expect that she had met him when he had helped her in the past. Tang Jingxing threw her thermos into the trash bin. Meng Chuxia, feeling somewhat angry, found her own cooking so unappealing. At that moment, Tang Jingxing approached, took Meng Chuxia's conch, and started drinking it. Meng Chuxia, feeling jealous, had just finished Tang Jingxing's assistant's soup and was now eating her own conch. Tang Jingxing looked smug as he enjoyed the conch. Meng Chuxia left the dining room after finishing her meal, washed her bowl, and taunted the employees, feeling proud of her cooking. Meng Chuxia held her phone with a deep sense of self-blame. She had inadvertently caused Tang Jingxing to have stomach trouble. Tang Jingxing gave Tang Jingxing her homemade stomach-soothing soup. Just then Meng Chuxia also brought soup from the kitchen and saw Tang Jingxing. Meng Chuxia teased Tang Jingxing about it, but he defended himself by saying that he never drinks other people's soup. When Tang Jingxing heard this, she threw the soup away in the trash bin. Meng Chuxia was doing yoga in her room when her phone suddenly rang. She answered it and found that it was Tang Jingxing calling. Tang Jingxing asked about the progress between her and Tang Jingxing. Tang Jingxing planned to have Meng Chuxia use her second trick, which was to become more clingy and make herself more noticeable. Tang Jingxing recalled the time in school when she handed a love letter to Tang Jingxing on behalf of her brother. Tang Jingxing told Tang Jingxing's brother that he disliked clingy people the most. Tang Jingxing was in the study planning a project, while Meng Chuxia was nearby, taking care of him by offering fruits and asking about his well-being. She occasionally brought him food and started cleaning the table with a cloth. However, Tang Jingxing mistakenly got that Meng Chuxia wanted a raise when she was cleaning the table. Meng Chuxia went to the kitchen to clean things in frustration, but was suddenly joined by Tang Jingxing. She accidentally broke a small figurine of a dog on the ground. Tang Jingxing became very angry and told Meng Chuxia to leave. He then picked up the broken pieces of the figurine himself. Meng Chuxia quickly called Tang Jingxing and told her that she had accidentally broken something important to Tang Jingxing. Tang Jingxing advised Meng Chuxia to wait for Tang Jingxing to calm down before apologizing. Tang Jingxing sat in the study, looking at the broken figurine. Suddenly, his phone received a message and he asked Tang Jingxing to help him repair the figurine. Tang Jingxing was very happy that her plan was working. Meng Chuxia tried to help find a solution on her phone but couldn't, so she pretended to be asleep when she heard Tang Jingxing call her name. When he didn't get a response, he left. Meng Chuxia sat at her workstation, torn about whether to apologize. Tang Jingxing was also at his desk, waiting for Meng Chuxia to apologize, but he couldn't wait any longer. He decided to confront her about it. Just then Tang Jingxing called, planning to bring the small dog figurine over, and suggesting they have dinner at her place. Meng Chuxia also brought some documents to the office. Tang Jingxing informed her that Tang Jingxing would be coming over in the afternoon. Meng Chuxia, upon hearing this, left the office without saying a word, which made Tang Jingxing very angry. Back at home, Tang Jingxing instructed Meng Chuxia to behave well in front of outsiders and happily served the food. Meng Chuxia got that Tang Jingxing couldn't find the figurine, but little did she know that Tang Jingxing had already known. Meng Chuxia welcomed Tang Jingxing to come over more often, and in response to Tang Jingxing's praise, Tang Jingxing immediately exposed her lie. He brought back the figurine in perfect condition, which made him very happy. He handed the figurine to Meng Chuxia and asked them to get along. At this point, Tang Jingxing raised the issue that it was a broken family heirloom. Faced with this revelation, Meng Chuxia was left speechless, and Tang Jingxing was surprised to learn that Tang Jingxing knew about it. Meng Chuxia realized that the figurine had been a gift from Tang Jingxing's family. Tang Jingxing also began to blame Meng Chuxia for not knowing such a basic fact, given how close they were. Meng Chuxia, feeling angry, left the dining table abruptly. Tang Jingxing hurriedly followed her and escorted Tang Jingxing out. Tang Jingxing was well aware that Meng Chuxia had been careless this time, not even aware of the crisis in their relationship. After Tang Jingxing left, Meng Chuxia was in her room venting about how foolish she had been. Tang Jingxing entered and realized that Meng Chuxia had been crying. He apologized for not explaining the situation with the figurine properly and suddenly realized that Meng Chuxia seemed to be jealous. To foster better understanding between them, Tang Jingxing carried Meng Chuxia outside. Meng Chuxia sat in her room, excitedly waiting for Tang Jingxing. He entered with a box and asked her to sit down. Then, he took out a photo album for Meng Chuxia to see. Tang Jingxing began to share his childhood memories, including a story about a little dog that had been with him when his grandfather passed away. This dog had always been by his side, and when his grandfather passed away, his grandmother had turned the dog into a crystal figurine to keep him close. Suddenly Meng Chuxia noticed a handsome young man in the photos who looked just like Tang Jingxing. Tang Jingxing recalled a time in school when he had helped a boy named Zhang Lai who was being bullied. They became friends, and Zhang Lai took a picture to commemorate the moment. However, despite their close relationship, Tang Jingxing hadn't seen Zhang Lai at his wedding, which made him angry. Since their high school graduation, Zhang Lai had disappeared, and Tang Jingxing wanted to understand more about Meng Chuxia's childhood. Meng Chuxia came from a rural family and had a severe illness at the age of 5, which caused her to lose her memories. After that, her grandmother and father didn't treat her as kindly. When she got accepted to college, her acceptance letter was even thrown away by her grandmother. Her grandmother hoped she would find a wealthy family to marry into and reimburse the expenses of raising her for decades. She didn't expect her father to also want her to drop out of school. Meng Chuxia had to rely on her mother's handcraft work and various part-time jobs to support her education. She worked hard, earned scholarships, and managed to pay for her tuition to go to college. During her college years, she met Lin Xiaotong, who introduced her to Zhao Jikai. They had similar backgrounds and interests, so Meng Chuxia and Zhao Jikai started dating. Meng Chuxia felt fortunate to have met Tang Jingxing, who had opened her eyes to a brighter future. Tang Jingxing playfully mistook himself for just eye drops when Meng Chuxia teased him. Meng Chuxia quickly left, and Tang Jingxing silently vowed never to let Meng Chuxia suffer again.